today's game?
Certainly really proud of our group. What a terrific week. To go 2-1 and get 2 league wins in the first week. We just played 3 games in 5 days with essentially 7 guys. I'm running up and down the sideline screaming and yelling at the end of the game because we're dropping it and kicking it, but our guys were exhausted. And I'm proud of these guys. They gave us everything they had. And I told them in the locker room the reason we won is because we gave everything we had Thursday and Friday after we lost on Wednesday. And that's a sign of a team growing. That's a sign of a team sticking together. That's a sign of a team that's not giving up. And that's the thing I'm most proud of. Obviously, I'm happy with the win. I'm thrilled for our team and for our program and for our university. But, I'm really happy with the way our guys responded. And that's the sign of growth. And we obviously need to keep going. We have 2 road games next week. We have not found a way to win on the road yet. And we've got 2 great opportunities next week.
Questions?
David, where is this team's confidence to say where it was about 2 weeks ago?
I could say it's went up a lot. Every day, like Coach said, we come in with positive attitudes, and we just never look back from the losses, and we just learn from everything.
Teron, you shoot 1 of 11 on Wednesday. You struggle on the bench for most of the rest of the second half, but come in 24 points today. Seem to have a lot of confidence. How did you feel after coming off Wednesday's game to come in and do this today?
Like Coach said, Thursday and Friday in practice were big time for me, just trying to get back into the rhythm, extra shots. Time off, I got to give a lot of credit to the big man, Stephen Marconi, Musa Kone in there today, setting some good, strong screens to get me open and give me a good spot to score the ball.
Teron, you guys played especially well on defense. Thompson didn't have his first field goal until late in the second half. What do you attribute that to? How do you describe the defense you played today?
We got to give a lot of credit to the coaching staff. They did a great job of preparing us for everything that they run, putting us in some good defensive principles to allow us some good defensive principles to allow us to take away what they're good at.
Coach Jordan Allen, big defensive responsibility today. What did you like from him on Thornton? Really shut him down from the floor.
Jordan gives us a lot of things that don't show up in the box score all the time, and he also, as I'm sure you can see, he takes the whip pretty good. I mean, I'm on him all the time because I expect a lot from him, and he's growing. He's getting better every day. He does a lot of things that don't show up in the box score, so I'm really proud of his effort. He's guarding the other team's best player every game, and he's playing out of position too. That's something that a lot of the casual observers don't realize. We're playing guys at a lot of different positions that aren't normally their positions. So you got to give him credit. Dave especially as well. Dave's played 4 positions for us in the last 2 games, and Jordan's played 3. So I'm real proud of his effort.
Mo, how exhausting is it to coach these games? You look spent right now.
Thanks.
Seriously though, when you know you have such, that was a compliment. When you have such a small margin for error and every possession has to be managed, how mentally exhausting is it for you once the game's finally over? And
there's nothing like winning. Winning cures a lot of that. I mean, I'll get a little bit of sleep tonight and have a chance to catch my breath tonight. So that obviously is important. But it's tough. I mean, we have such a small margin for error, and that's why I'm on these guys about end of game situations and certain plays. And we just have to keep working and keep tightening it up, because to win on the road, we can't make some of the plays that we made down the stretch today. We're not going to be able to win on the road to do that. And we've proven that. We were at LIU, we were at Florida Atlantic. I mean, 2 games that really we had a good lead. We played well. We played well enough to win, but we didn't execute down the stretch. So that's what I'm going to keep pushing these guys to do.
David, the coach said that if there's anything that's one defining principle of this team, it's that you haven't given up. Where does that come from? That persistence, that perseverance.
That just comes from each other. Starts with coach, and then just everybody just pushing each other. Stevie is the core, and we just ride the wave.
How would you describe that to her?
Like David said, I think we just pull together every day. Every time something happens, we say family in our huddles all the time. So we just try to have a family atmosphere. When things don't go right, we just try to pull together. We know that those guys in the locker room and the coaching staff is all we got. So there's no time to go the other way.
Coach, you get off to a big start, and they come in as the highest scoring team in the conference. You hold them to 59, and about 10 under their average, 17 in the first half.
Great scouting, great execution, great game plan, and we did it to a T. I really felt walking out of our shoot around this morning that we were going to win today, just because we had everything down. We didn't leave anything to question. We prepared for them. We got right back in here Thursday morning. We started working on William & Mary, and that's what we have to do, one game at a time. That's a good team. Trust me, that's a good team. They've got a lot of good players. I think their backcourt's as good as any in the league, and you know, obviously we have to go face them again down there. So proud of the start. I thought some of the guys did a great job getting us out to a good start, and certainly we did a good job hanging on.
And the finish too, Tehran ends up the leading scorer, but he only had 2 points in almost the last 9 minutes of the game, but you can still hold on to the lead down the stretch.
Yeah, and that's something that Tehran's gonna, you know, he's playing a lot of minutes, and he's gonna have to keep working on getting in better shape, and as he develops and as he moves forward, you know, let's not forget he's only a sophomore, and he's got a lot of basketball in front of him, so he's got to keep working on his body, and he knows that, and again, he just like everybody, just like Dave, didn't have our best effort on Wednesday, but they came back and went to work on Thursday, and that's what I'm most proud of with these guys.
Well, how pleased are you with Steven and Musa managing the fouls and getting 41 really good minutes out of them combined?
Thought Stephen Walcone gave us an unbelievable first half, and Musa gave us an unbelievable second half. And you know what? I think the sign of a team coming together, and believe me, we have a long way to go. We got a lot of games to play. Nothing's going to be easy. Nothing's going to be easy with us. But they were encouraging each other on the bench, and to me, that's progress. To me, that's progress as a group, as a unit, with everything that these guys have been through. That, to me, is why we're starting to move forward. And like I said, it's not going to be easy. We're going to have some more dips and ups and downs, but that's the thing that's keeping us going right now.
About as tough a test as you could have next. Only undefeated team left in the league, I think, Northeastern on the road.
Great guards and great coaching, great, you know, tough place to play. So, hey, you know, we move forward, we rest our bodies, we focus on Northeastern, that's it. And you know, obviously, with a win in our back pocket, it makes it a little easier to focus.
Tehran, how will you handle the load? There's a lot of minutes ahead for all of you, 7 guys. You know, how do you plan on maintaining, maximizing your energy? And
Like Coach said, just extra work on your body. So on some of these off days, you know, you just got to prepare yourself to be playing those minutes, even when we're in practice or we're not not practicing. You just got some extra running, couple quick breaks throughout the game, just to save it up for the end.
Coach, Stevie, assist away from double-double a day. Do you notice in games when Tron goes off on the floor that he's more in his comfort zone as a facilitator there, not have to worry more about offensive scoring responsibility?
Yeah, I mean, Stevie's doing a terrific job. I mean, you know, he's another guy I'm super tough on. You know, I mean, you can see that whether it's in practice or it's, you know, off the court or it's in games. And he's played a lot of different roles, and I thought he did a good job today playing a different role and you know, made some big free throws for us down the stretch, too.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.